Your bug-out bag might get you killed, and not because you forgot something, but because you packed too much. You spend hundreds of dollars building that perfect survival kit, but in a real crisis, that 70-pound bag could turn you into the slowest, loudest, and easiest target on the road. And in 1944, a 19-year-old soldier crossed Nazi-held Europe carrying less than what most preppers keep in their trunk. He moved fast, he stayed quiet, he stayed alive. And the kit he carried makes your modern bug-out bag look like a death sentence. Modern prepping has a weight problem. The average bug-out bag is stuffed with water filters, tents, freeze-dried meals, solar chargers, radios, backup clothes, tools, and gadgets for every possible scenario. It sounds smart until you actually have to carry it. 3 miles in, your shoulders are burning, your knees start screaming, your pace grinds to a halt, and now you don't look prepared, you look like loot. In a real emergency, survival does not go to the person with the most gear. It goes to the person who can move fast, stay quiet, and disappear when needed. That's what World War II soldiers understood. They didn't carry comfort, they carried survival. During World War II, soldiers relied on something called the fighting load. The idea was brutally simple. Carry only what keeps you alive, moving, and useful. That's it. No extras, no luxury, no just-in-case junk. The entire setup, including a weapon and ammunition, weighed around 30 to 35 pounds. At the center of it was the M1944 assault pack. Small, modular. Every single item had to earn its place, and if it didn't, it stayed behind. So what earned a spot? First, K-Rations, 3 compact meals in a box, no cooking required. They didn't taste good, but nobody cared. They delivered calories, fast, under stress, without needing a stove or fire. Meanwhile, modern preppers pack meals that require a mobile kitchen just to eat. Second, the entrenching tool, a folding shovel that could dig, chop, scrape, cook, defend, and build cover. One tool, multiple jobs. Modern bags often carry 4 separate items to do what this one tool already handled. Third, the military poncho. This wasn't a tent, it was better. It worked as rain gear, a shelter, ground cover, a signal panel, and even an emergency stretcher. Add the poncho liner, the famous WWII, and you had warmth without dragging a full tent system on your back. Fourth, water purification tablets, a tiny bottle with almost no weight, no batteries, no moving parts. Drop a tablet in a canteen, wait, and drink. A pump filter can break, a UV pen can die. Tablets don't care. Fifth, a Lensatic compass. No signal, no battery, no tracking. A World War II soldier could cross hostile territory with a compass and a paper map. Your phone will die, the compass won't. This kit worked because it followed one rule modern prepping has completely forgotten. You cannot carry your way to survival. More gear does not always mean more safety. Sometimes it means more weight, more fatigue, more noise, and more attention. World War II soldiers survived because they carried exactly what they needed and absolutely nothing that slowed them down. That is the lesson. Not more gear, smarter gear, lighter gear, gear that earns its place. Now, drop this in the comments. What is the heaviest thing in your bug-out bag right now? Because I guarantee some of you are carrying something a World War II private would have thrown off the truck. And make sure you subscribe, because next, I'm breaking down how to build a modern World War II-style fighting load using gear you can actually get today. Stay light, stay fast, stay prepared.